Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe right down below if you have not yet so you can see more great updates on makeup and how to save money. Today we're going to be talking about some new products that I have. So almost everything is new to me, and I'm going to be showing you some products from the Col-Lab brand, Physicians Formula, and Ulta Beauty. So here's the look. Stay tuned if you want to see these products and how they worked. I have my face all ready to go. It's moisturized. I don't have primer yet because two of the primers that I have are new to me. So I was in Ulta and there was a Smashbox rep there, so I was talking to her about the different primers. And she recommended this Photo Finish Primerizer. So it is supposed to be a primer and moisturizer in one. And I have used it a couple times. And I just don't know if I like it. It feels good, but it just doesn't really fill in the pores like some of the other primers do. And that's something that I really need because I have larger pores. So I'm going to try it with the new foundation today and see how that works. But I might be going back to one of my, dimethicone primers. All right, and then I've got the Ulta Beauty Eye Primer. A lot of the products I have today are from the same companies. Okay, so this one, I don't know if it's the packaging or the primer, but it comes out really thick, but it is not really thick at all. So I'm not sure. Like, it comes out, it's really hard to get out, I guess is what I should say. But it goes on really good. Blends out. It's really smooth. So far, so good. All right, next we're gonna go in with a new concealer that I got. This is the Ulta Full Coverage Liquid Concealer, and I have it in Light Cool. I wanna say that was the second to lightest. There might have been one other light one. And I'm just gonna go in. So this bottom part of my face, I don't do that to like highlight or anything. After my first kid, I had awful acne scars and they're still there. So I always conceal that because I want to. So we're just gonna blend all this out. So I have that all blended out, and so far it blended really nicely. The under eyes, I think they look really good. There's not a lot of creasing. It didn't really settle into all my fine lines. And I mean, it covered up this big old guy that was here pretty good. I could probably use a little more coverage there. Next we're going to go in with the Col-Lab foundation. This is the Radiant Foundation, and I have it in number 2 Ivory. So Porcelain was the one lighter. It was a really white though. So Col-Lab is a new brand, newer. I think it launched in November at Sally's Beauty. So that's the only place that you can get it. And it was, I should have opened this. It was created as a collaboration with 8 YouTubers. So the YouTuber that I watched that this helped in creating this was Coffee Break with Danny. I'll link her in my description box. I really like her. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply this all over and go in with my beauty blender. It's looking like it's got more yellow tones than it did in the packaging. So at Sally Beauty, you can't like try these on, but they do have like 100% guarantee if you don't like it. If it's not the right color, you can bring it back and exchange it. These were buy one get, or no, they were 20, all the Col-Lab products were 20% off. when I got these. I've got some other ones I'll be using too. That's really blending in really nice. I have a problem. A lot of foundations just sit on my skin. This one seems to be pushing in pretty good. That's another reason I never use a brush to put makeup on. I find that it just kind of sits and the brush moves it around. Okay, so this one was not labeled as full coverage. It was buildable coverage. So I'm going to go in with another round of it and see how that looks. Okay, so right off the bat, I would say that it is really blendable, it's buildable, and it does just look natural. So I like it right now. I think it's $14.99, and then I had the 20% off of it. So that's a good one to try, especially since you can return it if it doesn't match you. Okay, and then I've got for setting powder. So this is one that I've actually tried out a couple times. The Urban Decay Velvetizer. And it's either going to be a love or a hate. And I don't know yet what it's going to be. Sometimes I put it on and I feel like it makes my makeup more movable. Sometimes I feel like it really just makes everything look flawless. So I'm just going to give it a little more time to decide if I like it or not. One thing I have been trying with it, so this is a mixing medium, so you can mix it in with your foundation before you put it on. So I did try that with the Tarte, not Hydrogel, Hybrid Gel Foundation, and I still haven't decided which way I like better. I think I may like it better just as a setting powder than as a mix-in one. So the jury's still out on that. We'll see if it makes it into the monthly favorites or the monthly flops. I have been liking it as an under eye setting powder. Okay, I don't have anything new for my brows, so I'm going to go ahead and do those, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my brows done. I just used an Ofra pencil that I'd gotten in an Ipsy or Birchbox. So next I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow. So I have another product from Col-Lab. So this is one of their, I mean, it's not called a quad. What is that called? An oct. So this is one of their 8 shadow palettes. So we'll see how we like these. Okay, so this is the purple one. It's called First Impressions. So I'm going to go in with, this is kind of like, this is a really cool taupe, almost purpley-ish. And I'm just going to put that in the transition. And then I'm going to go in with this one right here. So what new makeup are you guys trying out right now? I've been really into trying out this Col-Lab brand just because it was made by 8 people who use a ton of makeup all the time and know a lot about makeup and what people want in makeup. So far, I'm liking it. These shadows are super pigmented and super creamy. They do have some fallout, but you're going to get that with really good shadows that are pigmented and creamy. That is just part of how it goes. Alright, then I'm going to go in, I guess with this one for the brow. I'm going to try just to use this palette for the brow bone to see if we can do a look with just this palette. Ooh. I want to say that these were around $14.99 too, so it's not super expensive, but it might seem a little expensive for a drugstore brand. But at Sally's, you know, they always have like the lower price if you're a Sally's member, and then to sign up to be one, it costs $5, but you get a $5 coupon at the register. Alright, I think next I'm going to go in with that light one again all over the lid. So what I did when I signed up, oh my gosh, these are really good shadows. See how pigmented that was? So I signed up, she gave me the $5, and then I turned around and used it on some of these that I got. So I ended up getting this for like $8 or $7 because they're 20% off. And then I got that coupon too. All right, let's go in with, this is the Morphe M433. I just started using this one, and it's just kind of like denser packed, but it's between like a blending brush and a flat shader brush. So I'm gonna go in with this purple color here, the darker purple color. I'm just tapping that off every time just because they are, there is fallout to it because of how creamy they are. I just cannot even believe this. I'm really liking. There was one there that reminded me a lot of the Modern Renaissance palette with like the more warm tones in it, but since I've got that palette, I didn't get them. But if it's as good as these are, I would say you can just get that one and not the Modern Renaissance one. These are really nice. So now what I'm going in is I'm just placing a little bit darker shadow right on the corners, and I'm just putting it in this one, then this one, and then this one, and then just putting it on that outer corner part. And I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and just blend that out. You know what I'm really excited to try today is I have a new liquid liner that's in a brush form. So, you know, I'm all about those brushes and the liquid liner. I do not like felt tips, and I do not like gel liners. I like a pen, thin pointed pen. I feel like I need some more color in here. I'm going to go in with this one. They don't have names to it. Just kind of pop that in the center just to create more of a gradient. And then I'm going to go back in with this, the lighter purple one here, and put that back in the transition. Just to kind of blend everything out. But I think I'm going to go in with my finger and pop some more of that really light color. Like, how great is it that one of my nails popped off when I was taking my acrylics off? Now I've got a finger to use for applying eyeshadow. Maybe I'll just keep it. So I'm just popping that on and letting it go a little bit into the corner. So I've let it go a little bit down into the corner. You know, I was watching today on YouTube. Jessica Braun, I think is her name, but her handle, that's not the right word for it. I don't even know what that means, is Braun Jam Beauty, I think. And it's so funny because she was talking about how people use filters or don't use filters on YouTube. And when people use filters, it kind of defeats the point of YouTube because then you're not really seeing how the product performs. So I don't use a filter, but I thought that was an interesting point that she made. I mean, you can really see, you know, my little creases and how stuff goes into it. But some people do just look like their face, like they don't have a wrinkle in it, and it's so beautiful looking. Okay, so now I'm going to go in. I've got the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner plus Serum in Ultra Black. So I'm going to go in and do my wing liner with that. I did just open this package up today. Right off the bat, I'm going to say I still like the Lorac one better. This one is not bad though. This one is just a little stiffer than the Lorac one, and what I like about that flexibility of it is it just kind of helps you make the wing. Doesn't really have like drag to it. And the stiffer it gets, the more like a felt tip it gets. And then it has that drag in it. But let's say the Lorac one's around 20 and this one is around maybe $9.99, but this is drugstore, so you can always get it for buy one, get one half price. And if you get it at Ulta, of course you can use your $3.50 off coupon. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and do the under eye. So I'm going to take, for sure, the purple one. And we'll just put that on first. And I'm going to pull that all the way across, connecting it to the wing. And then I'm going to go in with one of the taupe shades. Just to blend this out. This one that I have is just a really, really flat little baby brush. It came with some Tarte eyeliner, which I have never used it for. Alright, so then I'm going to go in with the taupe and just kind of wash that out, just blend that together. I mean, overall, I am really liking these collab products. And I've got a mascara to try too. So, the mascara is one that Coffee Break with Danny recommended as one of her top 3, I think she did. So, I wanted to try that. So, this is the wand. And I got the... My face is looking very yellow, I think. I'm not sure about the shade. Alright, so this is the High-Rise Insane Length Mascara. So we'll do one coat and see what it looks like. Let's see if I can get, oh, I can get in the corner lashes pretty good. So for a comparison, I'd say that's pretty good. My lashes aren't horrible, they're just really, I mean, I guess they are pretty short. But they're very blonde too. So you can't even really see them unless I have mascara on. Alright, so there's one coat. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm going to do the bottom ones with what's left over. I don't ever do the bottom lashes first out of the tube because that's just too much. You're going to get, just like I did there, too much gunky on there. Then we'll go in again for our second coat. Okay, so I've got my second coat on. They do look really good. I felt like there was a little clumping when I put the second coat on. So I would say this might be one where you go in with the first coat of this and then maybe a second coat of the Physicians Formula to like volumize it. But this gives really good length. So I think that might be one that I combine with some other mascaras. So next, okay, so apparently my memory card ran out of memory. So I had finished my face and didn't realize it till I went to put it in the computer. So I have now been to school to pick up kids and we are leaving off where we stopped. So I am going to finish up my face, show you guys what I used to finish it. So I have been loving the Physicians Formula blush. And I got the Butter Bronzer to try out too. So this one, they are just like so smooth. And they're just, so this is light bronzer. So this is good if you're really pale. And I'm like a 1 or 2 in most foundations. So, and I just, it on the forehead and in the cheekbones. So this is just good for like a natural look day that you don't need like a ton of bronzer. You're not doing like really big contouring. You're just giving yourself a little bit of color for the day. This is perfect, and they smell good too. And like I said, I've been loving the butter blushes as well. This one's in Vintage, I still don't know how to say it, Vintage Rouge or Vintage Rouge. There it is for you guys to see. And these are so creamy and smell good too. They smell like I want to be on the beach right now instead of in cold 20-degree Illinois. So they just have got really good pigment. They last a really good time, and they're just like a good, pretty color. Like a good neutral, wear with anything kind of color. And I don't have a new highlighter to show you guys, so I am just using my Makeup Revolution one that I love. So I just apply a little extra right here, and then I'm just going to sweep it all over the face just to give kind of that glow. And then last we have lips. Okay, so I do have a little update since I have worn my lip color for a little while. It doesn't last very long, so you can see that is coming off already. So this is what I use, the Col-Lab lip liner in Petal Pusher. So I'll put that on for you guys to see. The color. It is really pretty. It's creamy. It's one you sharpen yourself. I just was a little disappointed by how fast it was coming off already. I mean, it doesn't take me that long to take the kids to school. And then I've got the Col-Lab lip color in Girl Please. This is the satin full body lipstick, and then they also have matte colors as well. So there it is. It is really pretty, and I have used this one already, and like I rarely get compliments on a lipstick, and I actually had people complimenting me on this, saying that it was just a really pretty, like, your lip but better color. So it is pretty, but I was just surprised at how fast it came off. And I always like to just put a little tapper in the center. So I've got the Illumi. This is from Smashbox, one of their glosses. And I just kind of highlight in the center a little bit. A little bit. So that is the look for today. Something else I can tell you. I'm just going to... My foundation looks really good. And I should have worn sunglasses. It's not sunny out, but I should have worn them to see if they get that crease there. That's what I'm on the search for, is a combo foundation powder that when I wear my sunglasses, it doesn't take the makeup off right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some newer products that you might not have heard of or used yet. Let me know if you've used them and what you think about these products. I have to say I am super impressed, not only with that foundation, but with this eyeshadow palette. Have you guys used these? Or are you going to try them? There's 4 different colors. What I really like is there is a color for everything for you to be able to finish an eye. So there's transition, there's highlighter, there's the shimmer color, there's darker colors for the crease. So you can really finish a whole eye with one palette. So thank you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.